there's an article that I came across, which is Autism in the Workplace. And it's a very, very interesting read. A lot of the topics that were covered here were actually personal challenges that I also faced in the workplace. I mean, before I even knew, and was blaming myself for, being flawed, not necessarily neurodiverse, but I thought it was an actual personality flaw, and it turns out that it's not. Having sensory issues and being overstimulated and just the different challenges that this brings up. I know one of the things I can be very awkward because I don't know what a former manager of mine called landing the plane, that I don't know how to land a plane, which is something that I'm constantly working on. But I can be awkward because once I'm done talking about something, my mind goes blank, and I don't have, it's really like the reel run out of film. And it's awkward because I'll stand there and not know what to say, and sometimes I just turn around and walk away, and then obviously that comes with another slew of issues, because then you're perceived as somebody who's rude or has poor interpersonal skills. But the reality is that there's so many things that people on the spectrum face, and having come from a background where I had to learn how to mask, and we weren't aware, my family wasn't aware of what this was or even understood what this was. This is something that I started researching and diving into, as an adult, and coming across articles like this, they provide resources, they provide tips and tools and things that you can do to actually help navigate. One of the biggest challenges that I would have in the workplace as well, which could be perceived as being unprepared or uninformed on the topic that you're speaking about, is when I buffer. Is buffering. That's a challenge that I've had that has been particularly difficult to navigate with when I'm in the workplace. When I get nervous, I'm trying to piece together the information that I'm trying to communicate, and it's not sounding, I can't find the words to communicate the message that I actually want to communicate. I either go into buffering mode, where I'm thinking about it, so it makes me look like I wasn't prepared for it, or it's a train wreck and I just have verbal diarrhea. I cannot stop myself. It's one wrong thing after another because I get nervous, and I'm not actually filtering the things that I want to say because I'm hijacked, because I'm so nervous. That was one of the biggest challenges I've had in the workplace, and it covers some of that in this Autism in the Workplace article that I would highly recommend if this is something that you are trying to navigate with, or if you know somebody that, a loved one or a close friend, or this article would actually be a lot of help and support, because it explains what, why, and what you can do. So if you guys are interested, check out the caption below. I will link the article, and I'll see you next week for another deep dive.
Remember to tune in next week for another chapter in this journey, and remember to hit all the buttons. Happy growing, and thanks for watching.